Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the TCU Horned Frogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Horned Frogs will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Georgia's offense takes the field to start this game off. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
To the air. It's Nolan. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the crowd is getting into it early here on 3rd and 10. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's White. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll go back to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Dogs are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's taking the shot. Snags it inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. They'll run the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
To the air, it's Nolan. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the TCU Horned Frogs. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go to work first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Nolan. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Got it set up on the outside. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So TCU's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. He'll do it himself. Hard running there. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Lost the fire on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Ezukama. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's James. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Wants to throw. It's Reed. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Leaves it with the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It's complete to the left.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain. Now they're forced to punt.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. On the direct snap, it's James. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the option.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. The short hands, it's Williams. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. They're going back to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Back open in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Texas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Looking to the big tight end. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Pressure coming. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Under fire. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk-aversive, but it is good field position. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. On the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
The Horned Frogs are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it. Past the sticks, and he may get more.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if this...
There he goes. That's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
What a real good job by the defense defending the RPO. I got to defend the run. I got to defend the pass. Make the QB take off and then get a stick on him. Play physical. Got him to cough up the football. Great job by the defense playing their responsibilities and forcing the turnover.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's James. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Reed. Got it in the middle, it's Baker. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Avant. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. On the move, it's Payne. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. The sure hands, it's Payne. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Ezukama. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Baker. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Finds his man, it's Ezukama. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Horned Frogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Baker. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They thought they had the lead, and the flag breaks their heart, and now they'll have to try it again. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. That brings them to within 1.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Finding an escape route. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free 1st down and some yardage. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Nolan. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Avant. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And now this offense will take the field again. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Takes the easy completion. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw. It's Nolan. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Missouri. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the option. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Looking for a deep man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football.
He's loose. Running through contact. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Oh, they're after him. Turning it on. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for second down. Handoff to the single running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And that last run leaves him with a third down. Will they keep it on the ground? It's complete on the right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Lost a throw on 1st down. He's got it on the run. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll leave it with him. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
TCU 6.
Coming out with it, it's Avant. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Gets it to him on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Got it in the middle. It's Baker. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He'll keep it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Dogs! And the beatdown has ensued.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Off play action on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. To throw, it's Reed. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. The defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in a goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. A little release to the back. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Baker. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bring in the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Catch in the middle. It's Baker. There he goes. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. Now from inside the red zone. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The screen, he can go! And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep...
Oh, he's got some space. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now on 1st down from the 40. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Taylor. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting push and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
6th play of the drive coming up. To the air, it's Nolan. He's got his man. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
TCU 13.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quickly complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down, 10 yards to go. To the air on first down. Makes the grab.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ezukama. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, that's just bad.
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
Now, I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.